Yes! Guys, alright, this is kind of a big deal. This is going to be on YouTube. Yes! Alright, you guys don't get excited. This is going to be on YouTube. When I introduce the show, I need you guys to go fucking nuts, okay? Fuck, this is already live. They're going to see us. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York City, USA, this is Comedy Lottery! Your first comedian coming from the stage, make some noise. All the way from Philadelphia, Brendan Smith!
So, did you guys see Iran is making Lego propaganda videos? Like, they're making animated Lego videos about Trump. And I feel like it kind of makes sense to portray Trump as a Lego, considering they're both choking hazards to children under 4. But like, no matter what you think about Trump, you gotta admit, Trump is doing Trump is really good at like taking out bad guys, I realize, because he kidnapped the president of Venezuela, he took out the supreme leader of Iran, he killed Jeffrey Epstein, you know, like, I don't know, not a big Epstein crowd, I guess. What about school shootings? Would you guys like school shootings? Did you guys see that they convicted the parents of a school shooter in Michigan? Yeah, they're convicting the parents of school shooters now, which I think is a great idea. I wish they'd been doing it when I was a kid, because then my parents would have paid a lot more attention to me. Like, if they were convicting the parents of mass shooters when I was a kid, I would have gotten, like, anything I asked for my birthday, you know? Except the guns, probably. I don't know. I was a weird kid. I went to Catholic school. And one of my friends was trans. Which, when you're trans in Catholic school, like, you can't really be trans, you know? Like, you can't be out. Like, my friend was female to male, but they couldn't, like, act like it. And I think it's kind of stupid that the Catholic Church thinks that a girl can't become a dude when it thinks that bread can become a dude. They're like, no, Kevin, you're not a dude. That Nella wafer's a dude, though. It's not like a metaphor either. They like went to war with half of Europe because they're like, no, this is a dude. This is literally a dude. I don't know. You'd think the priest would like female to male trans people, though. That means there's just more boys, you know? That's... I don't know. I was confused when my friend came out, though, because when they came out as female to male, they were like, I only asked 2 things of you guys. I only asked 2 things of my friends. I asked that you're cognizant and considerate of my mental health, and that you treat me like a man. And I said, I can't do both those things. I can't. I could care about your feelings, or I could call you gay for having them. Like, those are the options. I don't know. Eventually, though, I realized I gotta really take care of them. I gotta watch out for them, because one of my friends said, as a trans person, they have a higher risk of suicide. And I'm like, yeah, plus they're a man now, so it won't just be for attention. They'll really... All right, guys, that was all my times.
Yeah! My bad. Brendan, I feel like I fucked you over, because I kind of went too hard on the intro. This is not pro wrestling. This is stand-up comedy.
I don't have that energy, no, I don't.
People expect you to come up here and break a chair over my back. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm just telling my opinions about news and such.
Yeah, no, you're not. I took notes. So your set was pedo joke, school shooter joke, Catholic. It's like a Fibonacci sequence of white people comedy.
I have a type.
Brilliant, yeah. I don't know what the fuck this is. All right, something's broken in this. All right, it was tough to go first. I feel like the high point of your set was you can turn Nilla wafers into dudes. Pretty fucking good. But beginning and end, not that great. So I'm going to give you... Oh, we're scoring them out of 10, by the way. 10 is really good. 1 is like you said the N-word and you're not supposed to.
Oh, man, I have my scale backwards.
I'm going to give you 6.5. What do you think, Jay?
I thought you're a very strong joke writer. Had to go first. Some of these people will come around to you eventually. Don't worry about that. You have to just keep beating them over the head with all your dark thoughts. I'll give you a 7.
Let's go.
Woo! I love the Noah Wafer joke. I thought that was really funny. They didn't, but maybe they don't have the best opinions. I'm gonna give it an 8. I really liked your jokes. I'm not trusting this audience. I'm trusting my gut.
Hey.
Sorry.
Guys, she's just... All right, make some noise for Brendan, everybody!
Yeah, Brendan!
Your next comedian. I think this guy has been always a bridesmaid, never a bride. He's been a finalist a lot. I don't know if he's won. Make some noise for Seth Rubin! Woo! Seth Rubin!
Everyone's been talking about who's in the Epstein files, but I can't get over the fact that Drake's not in them. Like, I think Kendrick needs to say sorry. Because he was like really mean to Drake. Like at the Super Bowl and stuff. That song was really popular. Everyone was listening to it. I was listening to it. It was fire. You know what I mean? It was really good. But I think after the files, like now that the files are out, I think you're allowed to take selfies with the kids from Stranger Things. You know what I mean? Like I think that's all right now. I think we can get over that as a society. You know what I mean? My mom was a Republican, and she loved Ronald Reagan. That was her dude, you know? And if you ever asked her who her favorite president was, she would say she was torn between Lincoln and Reagan. It's like, I don't think someone's opinion on black people has ever been less clear. You know what I mean? You could clarify really quickly, though, if you just asked her who her least favorite president was. You would know her opinion at that point. And here's the thing, though. A lot of Republicans, like, they love Reagan. Republicans love to talk about Reagan. That's, like, their dude. And I don't think they really, like, know anything about Reagan or, like, what he did as president, you know? But my mom, she wasn't, like, some fake fan. She, like, really loved Reagan's work. Like, she smoked crack for 23 years. You know what I mean? She was not one of these fake fans just talking about, I love Reagan this, I love Reagan that. She was, like, engaging with his policy and shit. You know what I mean? Loved Reagan's work. Chose Reagan's work over me several times. My goodness. No, my mom, she did call me this last election day, speaking of how racist my mom was, and she says to me, Seth, I hope you know that your generation is trying to ruin this country by voting for that black bitch. That's what she said, not me. That's what my mom said. But what I don't think people realize when I tell that story is that my mom had pretty bad dementia, and she was talking about Obama. My mom had no clue who Kamala Harris was. That was years before the memory faded. Guys, my name is Seth Rubin. Thank you so much.
God damn, dude. I knew your mom smoked crack. I didn't know she smoked crack for 23 years.
I know, and it's like, how do you smoke crack for that long and not become friends with black people? You know what I mean?
That's tremendous. I don't know why nobody clapped. That's tremendous. That set just kind of built. Oh, fuck. That was so fucking smart. And the first couple jokes were a little bit smarter than... very fucking strong. Maybe this is like too early for such a strong score, but that was a fucking incredible set. Can't tell. Reagan and Lincoln. More confusing. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give that an 8. No, sorry. That joke was a 10 out of 10. The set gets an 8.5. Good job, dude.
Nice, yes. Another strong set. I really feel like you got a sitcom with a hot wife in your future, man. I really feel like I just get a vibe that you're gonna have a hot wife in Queens someday.
That's what I do it all for.
And we really can't wait for you to blow up. Yeah, I'm gonna give that an 8. Great stuff.
I feel like I started with too high a score with the last one. You're great, the audience. I'm gonna go with an 8.5. I'm gonna go with
8.5.
I searched for Brendan's face in the crowd. See if his eyes were downcast. All right, guys, how about a lady, huh?
Hey.
For Steph Brown.
Steph Brown.
Steph.
So, I don't know. I never know to start these things, right? Because comics get up here and they're like, I know what I look like. I know what I look like up here. I look like Snooki if she moved to Williamsburg, okay? That's what I fucking look like. I don't know. I'm in a bad mood. All day at work, all I hear is like, AI is taking our jobs. AI is coming for our jobs. I work in social media marketing. That's a job AI should have, right? Where the fuck was AI when I was tweeting Black Lives Matter for Tyson's chicken nuggets? Like, I'm like, I'm like posting on Instagram, I'm like, this Indigenous Peoples Day, I want to recognize that we're standing on stolen land. I'm like ghostwriting as the Pillsbury Doughboy. What the fuck are we doing? I was on a podcast recently, and they posted the clip to TikTok, and all the comments were about how fat I am. Thank you. Thank you so much. No, don't clap at that ever again. Don't do that, whoever that was. It was really bad. No, look, I'm like cute fat. Alright, I'm not like TLC TV show fat. Not like comment on TikTok fat. You know what I mean? I think like the punishment needs to fit the crime a little bit. All the comments, one of the comments was like, she needs an oxygen tank. I need an inhaler. Like, see the difference there? I don't know. I immediately after that decided though to go on the weight loss shot. I was like, that's kind of the nail in the coffin for me. Thank you for not clapping. No, don't clap, please. Sometimes when I do that joke, I'm like, yeah, and then I'm on a shot, and someone's like, yes, thank God. She's changing her life. No. It's funny though, because the shot, you have to wait until your insurance like approves it to see if they'll pay for it or not. And I was telling my mom, I was like, the doctor doesn't know if the insurance is gonna approve it. And she's like, well, do they know how much you weigh? Yeah, does the doctor know how much I weigh? Is that the question? The doctor is the only person that knows how much I weigh. What the fuck are you asking me? But before I went on the shot, I got referred to a nutritionist by my doctor, and she CC'd me on the referral, and it just said, Stephanie Brown, 29, bipolar and obese. Okay, what about loving? Kind. A good daughter, sister, and friend. Why are you... This fat crazy bitch is coming in, hunker down. What's that about? It's my time, I'm Steph Brown.
Holy shit, I was like, what about a lady? And then you started your set, you just sup. The most bro ass start to a shit. I fucking love that shit, dude. I feel like I've watched these jokes get better and better. And you guys, yeah, don't clap for either getting fat or getting skinny. It's insensitive. Shit. I don't know. I feel like a bit more momentum than the last guy. I don't see much daylight. I think kind of tied with Seth. I'm gonna give that 8.5. Actually, that was great.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I really like your style, like your energy. I love when a comic, you're on stage, but it kind of feels like you're just talking. I feel like I could get yelled at, like, on a bus by you, and it would be funny,
That was fatphobic, by the way. Letting you know right now.
It was the jacket. It has nothing to do with your weight. Don't get it twisted. I've seen that jacket on a bus before, and it has been rude, so... yeah, but very good energy, very confident. I'm gonna do an 8.
Obviously, I found your set very relatable. I loved it. I thought you did great. The audience was great. I'm not being funny tonight. I'm tired. But you're fantastic. Give you a 9. Give you a 9, baby.
She's in first place. All right, your next comedian coming to the stage from the great state of Texas, Mr. Sam Castillo.
Hey.
Is Sam smoking cigs right now?
Can someone check for Sam?
Guys, this is why you guys got to start vaping. I covered this in my set.
Can we vape in
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
here? Oh, hell yeah.
Is there a law?
Vape it up.
Can you vape in here? Does anyone know the law? All right.
You gotta ask your
Jesus
dad.
fucking Christ. Is Asif a name? Yeah. All right, my bad. Awesome. All right, happy Ramadan and welcome to the stage. Awesome.
This man is hungry, folks. Let him eat.
Yo, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Thank you for being here. My name is Asif. It's spelled A-S-I-F, like as if. That's when my parents were close about what to do with me when I was born. Alright, that was nothing compared to the way they reacted when they found that I smoked weed and drink beer. I told them, like, look, mom, dad, I don't abuse substances, okay? I nurture them. Alright, there's a difference, I'm Muslim. Some people would describe me as devout, but I personally prefer the term extreme. My biggest fear is bombing on stage, and right now I feel like that might be your biggest fear too. That's right. Indian, being Indian in America means I know more people who work in healthcare than who have healthcare. It's true, man. Let's see. Anybody here been to an Indian wedding before? Yeah, a couple people. Okay. Indian wedding is an amazing cultural experience. If you've never been, you got to go. The only way I can describe it to you is that Indian wedding is like a quinceanera for Mexican people, or like a cookout for black people, or like Charlie Kirk's funeral for white people. You know? It's truly a cultural phenomenon. Right? But yeah, I'm not a big fan of weddings. It's because I'm single. Okay, I'm single. The reason I'm single is my ex-girlfriend, she left me for a guy who gave her FOMO. Y'all know FOMO, right? Like 4 or more orgasms. She left me for a chef, which I mean, I can't blame her, right? Like, I know how to eat pussy. I don't know how to cook it, though. You know? No, even though I'm single, I know there's a girl out there for me. I just haven't met her yet, and it's probably because she's a guy right now. So that's fine. So I'm on the dating apps, right? You know, I'm on the dating apps. I matched with a girl on the dating apps. I told my buddy I'm gonna go see this girl. He said, I don't know, man. This sounds like a catfish situation. And I said, dude, I don't mind if she's a catfish as long as she's a blowfish too. She ended up being more of a sperm whale, actually. It's pretty fantastic, yeah. The thing about dating is I no longer wear condoms because they're single-use plastic, you know? So it's complicated, right? Because I'm poly-curious. So it's like, I will sleep with you, I just got to know what your politics are so we know how it ends, you know? Is it abortion or extortion? Which one? And so sometimes I talk to people on the dating apps, they say they're asexual, right? Asexual. That's cool. I'm just trying to get them to be sexual. I thought that's the whole point, you know? So I had a girl come over recently. This girl, she came over and I got a new mattress, right? She came over and, she peed in my bed, okay? It's a true story. She came over, she peed in my bed. And it's crazy because my face was right there. You know, she missed the whole thing. So, okay, that's my time. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Awesome. I have a vote to pick. Extremist Islam, as an Arab, belongs to us. Indian comics, stop. Did India do 9/11? Did Pakistan do 9/11? Was Bangladesh there? No. It was us and Israel.
Facts.
You guys have too much. You have the mayor. Is the mayor Indian?
No.
Fuck. I don't watch. FOMO joke would have worked better if you were black. I wrote down. Wow. FOMO orgasms.
Why would that
Because he could have just
say it. You gotta say it black.
Yeah,
You gotta say it black.
Yeah.
have a twang?
You don't gotta be black. You just gotta say it black.
Hey, I am from Atlanta, so
Yeah. That's kind of inspiration. You gotta
Yeah.
be black. You just gotta say it black.
Yeah.
The Matt Rife story.
There you go. Put a little bow on that.
Nobody else knows what I'm talking about. That's good. I'm gonna give you a 7, dude. That was very enjoyable. Thank you.
Yeah. One just like actual critique. There was a few things that you kind of like mumbled a little bit, and it was hard to hear a few of the jokes. So I would just like either slow down or like give the words a little space. 'Cause I don't know if it was nerves or you just whatever. You're trying to fit a lot in, but there was a few that I couldn't quite make out. You're a horny guy, which is cool. I don't know if it's the Indian side or the Muslim side, but one of those is really you're horny. You are ready to fuck, dude. Are you a practicing Muslim?
Yeah.
But you fuck.
Yeah.
So not really. I mean, do you drink too?
Yeah.
Okay, dog. All right. Yeah. You're gonna go to hell, man. You're gonna go to fucking hell, man. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a 6.5.
Bro, fuck him. You're a 9 out of 10. Oh shit.
Oh shit. You have people in the crowd?
Yes, bomb this commentator.
Why are you mad?
Why are you so mad?
Are you mad at, you really love this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome stands. Follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, follow this guy's
Pizza
Instagram.
comedy. FISA comedy. Yeah.
Okay. You guys were encouraging. Now you're kind of criticizing a little bit. Now you're back on our side. All right, what do you
I don't know. Your pants have been distracting me. Are those leather? Or are they jeans that have never been washed? I can't.
It's denim, I don't know.
They're denim.
Levi's.
They're pretty cool. They're just confusing me. That's all I was thinking about. No, it was a great set. It was very
Give them
funny.
a good score. These people are gonna riot.
I don't care. I'm giving you a 6, buddy. No.
Thank y'all very much.
This couple is gonna kill us.
Yes.
Come at me, bro.
All right, guys, your next comedian, make some noise for Masa. Masa, everybody.
I was born and raised in Iran. Oh, if it's hard on you, you can think I'm Latino. Look. You know, the upside is I got out. You know, yeah. I used to say Iran is Middle East Venezuela. I think Venezuela is Middle East Iran. No, South America's Iran. Right? I'm bad with geography, people. I'm really bad with geography. But you know what I understand these days is that I think no one understands like how different Iran is from the United States, you know. Here's an example. Iran has borders with 13 different countries, and US has borders with 2 different countries. US with 2, Iran with 13. That's the difference between a threesome and an orgy. You go to a threesome because you fantasized. You go to an orgy to fuck. I grew up in a happy family. I grew up in a really happy family. My mother was such a beautiful woman. And I know she was so beautiful because everyone would walk up to her and be like, "You're so beautiful." And then they would look at me and be like, "You look exactly like your father." She's dead. Good. Yeah. But she was cool. She was really cool. My mother was an LGBTQ right activist in Middle East. Yeah. It was like, you know, it was like Saddam Hussein vibe, and she would go around being like, "You be you." She was an LGBTQ right activist. Less of an activist, more of an enthusiast, you know. Less of an LGBTQ, more of an LGT. BQ are later iOS, they're not released there yet. but the thing about her was like, you know, she was really progressive. At the same time, she was a Muslim, so she had opposing ideas. Like, she was an LGBTQ right activist, and at the same time, she was like, if you masturbate, you're gonna go to hell. You be you. No. The thing about Islam is that I think it's really weird on women. It asks them to dress as a ninja, act as a nanny. Which is like if you ask Jackie Chan to be Mary Poppins. So that didn't work for me. Anyway, my name is Masa.
Yeah! You guys know she's a comedian. You're allowed to laugh. I feel like they're just concerned.
They're really
for
concerned. They're
When
really worried for me.
You said your mom is dead, and they thought it happened like this week.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Oh.
Guys, can we
She's
cheer her
alive.
up? Guys, can we do a Death to America for Masa real quick to cheer her up?
No.
Secret Service joke.
This crowd has been waiting for that ask for so long. There's the amount of haircuts that I know have said that in this room right now.
It is honestly the best protest slogan in history. Death to America, 10 times better than defund the police.
Man, do you want to get me deported? Let me stay.
Oh shit, never mind. Oh fuck. Never mind. This is poetry.
Oh, this is life.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. This has been a play. Right? This has been a play. This is King Lear, but it's like weird, you know, because we're in Bushwick. Who knows?
No, we are doing it.
Who knows what it means? I like that better than the crowd. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I think just slowed down, and you had a weird start. I think they didn't hear like the first thing, and then they got sad because the crowd's a little bit pussies. But it'll be funnier in a week when Iran comes out victorious.
Yes, it's tough. It's tough to do Iran jokes right now, especially in this room. There's at least 3 kids whose fathers work for Halliburton in here. So it's tough because they're like, well, on one hand, I want to be cool, but on the other hand, Daddy's not paying the rent without selling those bombs. So, anyways, yeah, I would say the same thing as Jad. Slow down a little bit, be a little clear. I don't know if half the crowd heard where you were from. You kind of bent down into the mic. So I'm just like, when you're starting, it's important to like let these people see you. I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
My turn. I think you're fun. I think you're adorable. I feel like I'm doing like American Idol right now. I'm not. I'm not being silly enough. I'm like, you're great. You're an inspiration. You have a lot of potential.
We always like naturally fall into like roles. Somebody is always Paula.
I'm the Paula right now. Fat Paula. Big Paula.
Big Paula.
Big Paula.
Big Paula. No one got that in Brooklyn. All right.
That was great. I thought that was great. I thought it was funny. And then, tighten up a little bit, cut some fat on a couple jokes. I'm gonna also go with a 5.5. Perfect. But
Thank you.
Very smart stuff. All right, guys, you're a nice comedian. This kid has won before. He's very funny. Make some noise for JJ Arias.
Hey. What's up? How we feeling? Feeling good? Make some noise. Yes. I'm alive. I'm JJ Arias. I'm Ecuadorian, guys. I'm Ecuadorable. Hello. I'm pretty cute. I'm tired of these other like open mic comedians talking about how like they get no bitches and they're incels, Cause I really be fucking, Don't let me in with you fuckers, I really have sex. Might be an open micer, but I fuck like I'm past at the New York Comedy Club. You guys don't even know. Yeah, exactly. I appreciate that. It's hard to find love in Bushwick. You guys ever been in a situationship? You guys ever been that? Yeah, he has. Are you in one right now? Okay, I'm sorry. Situationships are hard. Do you guys know the first situationship in history? Adam and Eve, guys? Adam and Eve. They didn't even know each other, but they hung around naked, all right? I know you guys, you filthy fucks in Bushwick, you guys do that too, all right? Eve, she made Adam try the sacred apple. We've all let a girl make us do ketamine a few times, we've all been there, We've all been there. No, just me? Just me? I get pussy? That's just me? Okay, that's I don't understand God sometimes, because how can God send Latinas to hell? I don't get it, guys. Like, picture the most evil Latina, criminal, murderer, dates white men. Like, picture the most evil Latina. If I was God and I was up there, I was like, I'm sorry, you have to go to hell. And she was like, you're so stupid, stop. I'd be like, actually, you know what? You're not going to hell. Because I'd have an erection, guys. Like, I can totally easily send a white woman to hell, What is she gonna say? This is such an injustice, bro. Go to hell, you dumb bitch, Dumb. Okay, great. Yeah, I was born and raised in Bushwick. It's crazy how it's changed, It's like a place of art and culture, which is a fancy way to say it's gotten a lot gayer in here. It's gotten super gay. When I was a kid, it was more ghetto, and now it's super gay, which I don't mind, because I started from the bottom, and now I live with the bottoms, guys. It's great. It's dope. It's great. All right, I have a little bit more time. You guys think I'm gonna win?
Keep going.
Do you guys think blind people do you think all Braille is secretly racist, or do you? Okay, bye. Thank you. That's it.
JJ Arias. JJ, I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to answer honestly. Please don't dare lie. Were you emo 3 weeks ago?
I'm emo forever, bro. It's
not a phase, bro.
It's not a phase, bro.
You were so emo 2 weeks. You seem like a different person. Your whole set was about getting pussy, and it seems like a woman changed your life.
I've been getting pussy, man.
Damn, look at him.
Been getting pussy, bro. You wouldn't get it.
Okay, I have a legit criticism. Your white lady impression and your Latina impression were the same lady. That's not how a Latina lady says you're stupid. Not to, I mean...
Yeah, tell him, Jad.
Okay. I've been yelled at by a lot of Latino women. You were like...
Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Shut
bro.
up, you're stupid. That's not... Shut up, you stupid.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, whose dick moved a little bit?
Mine did. No.
Fuck, I don't know. I feel like you didn't really connect the whole time. I liked some of that better. I'm glad you're doing better, dude. You like left the Black Parade, and you guys don't know. He was really fucking emo like 2 weeks ago. It's tripping me out. I'm gonna give that a 6.5. He is wearing a button-up shirt. This kid. He was wearing eyeliner last time. I swear to God. Anyway, all right, 6.5.
Yeah, I think I judged the last time I judged this. I think you won, and yeah, you did have like hair in front of your eyes, and
I have no idea what you're talking
the
about.
whole. It's funny, like
Who discovers My Chemical Romance in 2026?
But no, yeah, you. It's cool that you grew up here. The neighborhood has changed, and you have changed along with the neighborhood. You got it. You got the whole look. You got the mullet, which is the haircut of this neighborhood.
Yeah,
I love this mullet. I would say I thought it was kind of a disjointed set. I didn't think a lot of them hit as well as the last time I saw you. I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5.
Not sure. I disagree.
Dude, you're gonna put him back in the
I disagree
parade.
completely.
He's gonna be dressed completely differently next week.
He's gonna be a cowboy next week. You should come in with a cowboy hat.
He's figuring himself out up here.
I adore ya. I got knocked up by a Latino once, and I feel like if I didn't get an abortion, it would be my son. And I have a lot of love in my heart for ya.
It's a little gross, but okay.
It's a little gross. But no, I thought you were funny. It was a little scatterbrained. I guess I'm the same way. I don't know. I'm gonna go for 6.
Yeah. All right, 6 for JJ. Not quite enough for the leaderboard, but he's doing better. All right, folks. Your next comedian. She's a previous winner. I hope I'm saying her name right. Make some noise for her. Fallon Petros.
Yeah. Keep it going.
Hello. Okay, Valentine's Day just passed recently. And I actually celebrated Galentine's. Because who needs a man when you have so many gals? I love them actually, but I'd sacrifice any one of them for a little bit of romance. And by sacrifice, I mean biblical. But it made me reflect on my dating life. Like this one guy, he was so pretty, I didn't realize how autistic he was. Like he'd be smiling like, and I'd be like, what a silly goosey smile. I was looking at the cheekbones. But, the thing is, there are benefits. Like he won't be in another girl's face because that requires direct eye contact. And even if he was, I wouldn't have to argue. All I would have to do is take away his fidget spinner. He is really great with that thing, though. A savant, some would say. And this other guy, he was so sweet. The problem is that he was like a cartoon character. He would wear the same outfit every day. And he was a true gentleman. We'd go outside and he would do the sidewalk rule. Do you guys know about the sidewalk rule? It's like when the man stands on the side of traffic and exactly. I'm with the mic though. But what basically he's implying is that if traffic drove into the sidewalk, he'd protect me with his life. And I just want you to protect me from embarrassment. He wore the same jeans since I met him. They actually stand up when he's not in them. They're like a well-behaved dog. They can walk themselves. It's a problem. And this last guy, it went so well. We hit it off so well. And then we started following each other on social media. And the first thing I saw him post, it was like, the things they consider evil often have hidden value. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Right, and then the next thing he posts is like, the West crushes mysticism. I put two and two together. Yeah, this man thought he was a warlock. And hey, I don't have anything against magic, witches, warlocks, mages. I'm in Bushwick. Nothing against y'all. But if he had access to magic, why was he living so meagerly? Why was he reheating McRibs? You know, like abracadabra, like surf and turf or something. My name is Miss Fallon. Thank you.
Yes, Fallon. Wait, what was that saying again? No, what the?
The things they say, and this is a true story. The things they say the things they say are evil often have hidden value.
Okay. Is it just me? Does that sound anti-Semitic to anybody else?
Meg posting these days on Instagram, it's half and half. You're like, they hate Jews.
Julie, I think you it was a cohesive set, and I don't think it connected with the crowd, but I think like through and through you had like kind of a more cohesive set than JJ and built momentum. I think you edged him out. I'm gonna give that pause, by the way. I'm gonna give that a 7. 7 out of 10.
Thank you.
Right, yeah, I'm sorry that you discovered magic isn't real. I probably,
No, I believe in magic. He doesn't have magic.
Oh.
Yeah. The Wizards of Waverly
I'm
Place.
sorry you're confused then. Yeah, I thought like, yeah, those jokes I feel like if you cut them in half would have been a lot tighter. There seemed to be a lot of extra sentences that didn't really need to be there that kind of didn't build the joke. So I would say just like go back, write them out, feel like what you could pull out of there, because the bones of like a great set are there. I just feel like you would get a laugh and then it would take a while to build to that next laugh. So I feel like just try to condense it. I'm gonna give you a 5.
Thank you. Crazy. Everyone chill out. This is tense for some reason. I thought your set was great. There's a little bit of chatter that kind of a little stepping on your jokes here and there was kind of rude. But I thought, like kind of same, like you had some pops, you have great pops, like obviously tightening up a joke is always gonna help. I think you also have a lot of potential. You're beautiful, you're amazing. I'm gonna do a 6.5 as well.
Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Fallon. All right, folks, your next comedian, he's a newcomer. Make some noise for Ricky Q. Ricky.
Hello. My dad just hit 5 years sober from alcohol. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's in Alcoholics Anonymous, so I won't tell you his name. But my name is Richard John Quinney Jr. So, yeah, my dad's been sober 5 years. He's 65 years old, so happened when he was 60. It's math. It happened because he hit his rock bottom, which for him was he got a DUI. It's a pretty weak rock bottom. He had a heart attack like 2 years before that. I didn't do it. A couple points on the license, having to hire an attorney. This guy can't keep living like this. I wasn't around when he decided to get sober though, so the next time I saw him, he had to like come out to me as an alcoholic. And for him, it was this big moment, but I knew him my whole life. So for me, it was like what I imagine it's like when your son that really loves Lady Gaga comes out to you as gay. It's like, look, Dad, I'm glad you told me. I'm proud of you for telling me. But we've all been saying this shit behind your back for years. The writing was on the wall is what I'm saying. We went to like a lot of NASCAR races. Like a lot. Anybody in Bushwick ever been to a NASCAR race? No? You'll have to take my word for it. Not a lot of social drinkers at these things. Not a lot of glass of red wine with dinner kind of guys. A lot of 14 Bud Lights and racial slurs kind of guys. Not my dad, everyone else. Yeah, I'll never forget it though. He sat me down all serious and he's like, Ricky, I have to tell you something and I hope it doesn't change the way you think about me. It's like, oh shit, Dad's gay. I was like, what? No, I'm an alcoholic. I was like, yeah, of course. What did you have to tell me though? He was like, I got a DUI, I went to rehab, I'm in AA. I was like, oh, you're done being an alcoholic. That's the news, leave with that. I think it's crazy how every person who dies lit up every room they walked into. Like 100% of the time. No one dies. That's just kind of a bummer. My cousin, they said that about him when he died. He died of a heroin overdose. It's a while ago, I'm over it. But they said that about him, that he lit up every room he walked into. And like, I guess that was true, except for the rooms he'd already stripped the copper wires from. Those are some pretty dark rooms. All right, thanks guys. I'm Ricky.
Strong ass set from Ricky, dude. Holy shit. That is your dad coming out to you as an alcoholic is the gayest shit I've ever heard of. In my life. It's so mean to be like, I know, but like what do he expect you to say? Like, well, you did such a great job.
Yeah, like,
but I'm doing so good.
He was drunk at a lot of baseball games. It wasn't a surprise.
Damn. But that was cool, dude. I love sets like this because you brought us into like your weird little NASCAR-ass world. Where are you from?
Delaware.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a more overtly racist state. I thought you were going to say it's South Kakalaki or something. I really liked it. I don't know. I like sets like that because it was very you, light of... Dude, yeah. Some people who die sucked. Hitler died. You guys know that? I don't know. It is... We can't... People writing eulogies, most people can't fucking write. I don't think people should write their own vows. Dude, my brother and his wife both called each other the lights of their respective lives.
Respect.
You can't. One of you has to be like The Rock, you know, whatever. I thought that was very strong. I'm gonna give that an 8. Very strong set.
I feel like though, if Hitler had a funeral, the Nazis would have been like, he really lit up a room. I mean, I think it depends on. It kind of depends on the crowd who's at the funeral. Like, yeah, like we didn't like the guy, but they loved that fucking guy. Also, I bet you Hitler did light up a room. That dude was on meth all the time. He was probably a good hang.
Lit up a beer hall.
Lit up a beer hall,
well,
baby.
actually, you guys are both. They did light him on fire, so he literally.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that set. I'm echoing Jad's statement. It's fun to learn about a comic in a funny way, and like especially. Like, yeah, I've never been to a NASCAR race. God willing, I'll never go. But it's fun to hear about these things because, yeah, like that's why comedy is cool. You can hear about a different world. The only real thing I would say is like be a little more confident. You have funny jokes, but you're kind of like looking down a little bit. I understand like it's hard because you're finding your voice. Maybe that's the type of comic you want to be. But like, I feel like you sell those jokes a little bit more, you're gonna get more pop on them. Yeah, you know. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Hell yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be the opposite of Apollo because I love your jokes. I thought you were great. I do think the stage presence was a little hiding in the shadows. Which, yeah, if you're trying to do like kind of like the deadpan, like
his dad was an alcoholic. He's
right. Yeah, that's
he's
true.
Fucked up. His dad didn't love him that much.
No, the jokes are strong for sure. We've had such great talent tonight. You're also a talent. Sorry. I was gonna give it a 6. I was gonna go with a 6.
Well, you may still be on the leaderboard anyway. You might have to do math. I'm very slow on doing math, but you may be in the leaderboard. One more time for Ricky, everybody. All right. If the live stream is working, it's thanks to this woman. If it's not, I fucked something up. Make some noise for Susie Cavalcanti.
I gotta watch everyone on the live stream be shitting on this. Cool, nice to see you guys here. I recently came out to my parents. Whoa, wow, Bushwick, come on, man. Yeah, my mom didn't like it that much when I told her I was seeing women as well. She was like, Susan, don't become a lesbian. I love your hair. It's not a joke about Connor. Did not know her sexuality. It's a joke about my mom not liking lesbians. She doesn't. She's very open about it. She does not like lesbians. But she loves gay men. Right? Yeah. She's basically a gay man herself. She loves drag brunch, sex with men, loves sex with other men. She loves being mean to women. I know that's every mom, but it's also every gay man. Yeah, my mom's like, yeah, I'll take a gay son. I'll take a thought daughter. But a gay daughter? What? What kind of liberal hellhole are we living in? Men should be gay. Women should be sluts. Stick to your gender roles. That's what she thinks. People say that you're not supposed to have a favorite kid.
right? But everyone has a favorite parent. Come on, yeah, you do. I'll say mine, yeah. Mine is my dad. Not because my mom is homophobic, I don't really care about that. But because I'm not enough of a feminist to like a woman much hotter than me. Yeah, it's true, yeah, and I go out with women too, but I like them chopped. That's how I like them. Do we have time? Okay, cool. Before I came out, I was going out. I'm bi, so I was going out with a man. Boo! No, it's every other man. You guys here are great. I love you guys. But yeah, he cheated on me. I know, boo. But when I told my friend, she was like, "Man, the worst part is I could look you in the eye and tell you he loved you while he was cheating on you the whole time." And I was like, "What? He never did that. He's autistic. They're supposed to look you in the eye? The fuck?" At least I know that the sex he was having with all the other women was incredibly impersonal. It was like him doggy style, sweating up a storm. Can't even make eye contact with her asshole. Just nervously doing it. Let's see. It was fun going out with an autistic guy, though. It was pretty fun. It was a zany old time. I could always tell when he was turned on because he would make the Windows startup sound. And that's the banger I'm ending on. Yay!
Dude, talk about going out with autistic guys. The whole back and side row right now, hearts aflutter. I think there's a chance. That's where the comedians sit. Hold on a second. There was some cultural miscommunication. So they were like, gay daughter, bad. Gay son, cool.
Yes.
Does this make sense to anybody? You should know she's from Brazil. Does this make more sense now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that makes sense in America. Wait, is that an American thing? Do you guys gay son better than gay daughter?
Yeah. To a mom?
To a mom?
Yes.
My mom thinks I'm gay.
Who are you with?
Girl.
Are you dating that girl?
Shout out to Susie.
Yo.
Shout out to
Susie. Shout out to Susie the comedian.
I did mess up that joke though. I'm supposed to explain the thought daughter part, and I just skipped over it. So it might make more sense when it's done.
They would be cool with a gay daughter. No, gay daughter bad. Gay son.
Good.
Insane.
Gotta legalize it.
All right, I don't know. That seems weird to me. I don't know.
I think that's the joke.
All right, maybe I'm too confused.
You're like, I just hate both gay men and women.
Twisted up right here.
I don't understand how they.
Jad is.
I'm all twisted up. Well, no, I am Arab Muslim, so we would prefer if the women were gay. Do you know what I mean? Because then they're never gonna have sex with boys, and then heaven. You guys aren't thinking this through. I have 5D chess. I'm gonna give this. It didn't really connect, but I think, same thing as Ricky. Like he brought us into his weird ass racist world. Delaware. It's a whole different. I can take you on. He took us on a journey to Delaware. I think you have to explain where you're from a little bit, and then people will understand where you're coming from. Because you didn't grow up in the United States, and it's like, I don't know. Bring people in. Show a little bit more of who you are. But I'm gonna give that a 5.5. But also, yeah, nervous.
Damn dog.
We can hear you.
Drop the she's nervous right as the quietest part of the name. Are you born in Brazil or are your parents Brazilian?
I'm born in Brazil.
Okay. Wow.
I know.
This is crazy. Some Brazilians look like you. Because you look like you're from fucking Delaware. I mean, this is Delaware, yeah. Yeah, I would say, I think, yeah, again, like, a lot of good bones for jokes. I think just, like, again, kind of tighten it up. There was a lot of, like, kind of pause, like, distance between the laughs. So I would say just, like, again, investigate where you can cut that out. But, yeah, I'll give it a 5.
Hell yeah, okay. I'm gonna raise, but she did the live stream. I'm gonna make it a 6.5.
First of all, I think your mom might be a closeted lesbian. I think that she's projecting a little bit. She's like, no, that's evil, because I have the feelings in my heart. And then she fucks a lot of, is she bragging about fucking guys? Because that's what lesbians are trying to hide. Maybe they're, what's the gay, because I know a girl dating a gay guy is a beard. What's the opposite? A girl dating, never mind. I don't know. It's like, a what? Does someone have an answer? Or is that guy just yelling about being gay again? Okay, I don't know. But I thought your set was great. I don't know. Sorry, I am so brain rotted right now. I'm gonna go 7.
7.
There you go. There you go.
All right, guys. I forgot to bring this guy earlier, but he's the winner last week. He's defending his title. We're gonna see if he can win 2 weeks in a row. You guys ready to meet your champion from last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everyone in this room needs to hit their vape. You have permission. All right, make some noise for Ziad K.
Note to self, wait for Jad to talk about his vape before you walk to the front of the room so that people don't see you fucking waiting in the wing. That's my bad. Last week I watched the all 3 parts of the Osama bin Laden documentary on Netflix. Because there hasn't been a woman in my life in a long time. Start doing shit like that. They had an interview with the guy who actually shot Osama bin Laden, like, on the mission. And they showed a video of him from the morning of the mission, and then they interviewed him a few months later. And between the two, you could tell he'd gotten, like, the craziest hair transplant that I've ever seen. Which is, like, an insane time to have a midlife crisis. Like, you're in the middle of shooting Osama bin Laden, you get self-conscious about your hairline. You know, to just be like, this is for all the innocent American lives that you took away on... Fuck, your shit's kind of lined up, bro. Fuck. You on minoxidil, or what are you doing? Give me the fucking turban, bro. I can't let the boys see this shit. I need to be fucking wearing it. Fuck. It sucks that losing your hair is kind of unfortunate as a guy because it's the only medical problem where if you try to fix it and go to a doctor to make it better, everybody thinks you're a huge fucking loser. Automatically. People encourage you to, like, lean into it. No one does that with other medical conditions. No one's like, dude, if I had hemorrhoids, I would just go with the flow. You know what I mean? A lot of women actually think that's better when you have that. You're just insecure about your bleeding asshole because it reminds you that you're aging. That's your fucking problem, you know? No, people are just, yeah, I'll fix it. I don't want it to bleed. And you know, when Osama bin Laden died, I grew up in the Middle East, so I was still living there, and I remember the day when they got his ass. And man, people would, like, ask, like, oh, like, did people there support Osama bin Laden, think he was a good guy? Obviously not, you know. He was kind of all we had, though. He was kind of like our Tony Soprano. You know? Not a good guy, but, like, you think of us, you think of him. And then he died, and we're like, back to fucking DJ Khaled and French Montana. Yeah, I'm so excited. Those guys are gonna represent us now. That's fucking huge. Awesome. I'm a huge fan of that. Fuck, man. It's you know, it's sad to see him go sometimes. He's gone. He's a thing of the fucking past now. Fucking man, you ever just, like, forget at the fucking just the peak importance moment of your life, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck else I'm gonna say. It's fucking crazy, but it's unprofessional, Jad. You never see me the same way if I do that. You never fucking respect me ever again. It's crazy. Man, what the fuck was I gonna talk about? Oh, here we go. I was on YouTube, and you know, Chris Hansen, he's come out with a new show on YouTube, which is awesome, I guess. I don't know, I looked it up. The original To Catch a Predator show started in 2004. So 21 years of interviewing pedophiles. At what point is that just who he likes to chop it up with? At what point is that just his fucking crowd socially? All right, thank you guys. Keep it going for me.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I feel like I should tell you I'm proud of you more often.
Dude, thanks, man. I've been waiting to hear that from you for ages, Jad.
I'm not this guy's father. That is, you bring up a good point. None of us knows if Osama bin Laden is bald. Do we know? Did they ever release that?
I think he had hair.
He had hair.
He had hair.
I think he had a big dick.
Oh yeah.
Is anyone else? He's 6'5", huge hands. I think that's why they buried him at sea. They're like the American people. You never know. I fucking love that set. God damn, Ziad. And I see you work out these jokes. I'm so fucking proud of you. Dude, I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give it 8.5. Do a great job, Ziad.
Yeah, very funny. Very, very funny. I mean, who cares? You gotta look at your phone.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Wearing a Colt 45 shirt, man. No one even thinks you're sober right now, dude. It doesn't really matter if you look at your phone, dude.
Jake, this fucking business takes no prisoners, bro.
Yeah. I know. You're gonna be dead after this Bushwick comedy open mic. Watch out.
No, don't say it's an open mic.
Oh, sorry.
This is a real fucking show.
Yeah.
People pay good money for this shit, Jake.
This is good
Professional shit.
Sorry.
Never mind, there's paper towel taped on the light. That's for ambiance, guys. That's on purpose, actually.
Yeah.
Stop pointing at that.
Yeah, very funny. I'll give it a 9.
Let's go.
Thanks, a 9, baby.
You know what?
This couple has absolutely hated my decision making. I honestly respect a couple who hates this long. You hated from the opening mark of the show, but now we are in agreement. We're in agreement. We both think he was funny.
Yep.
There we go.
There's
There's peace again in the world.
I thought you had the best set of the night, 100%. I'm gonna give it a 10. Fuck yeah.
There we go. There we go.
One more comedian before the championship round. Make some noise for Jack S.
Jack S, baby. Here we go.
So a buddy of mine is in a polyamorous relationship now. It's a relationship with 3 or more partners. I'm from the Midwest. I'm used to explaining it over there. And I just never got the appeal. I just thought that was a lot of work, a lot more stress. But then I saw that Brad Pitt movie, Moneyball, and it started to make a lot more sense. It's like, well, I'll never be able to get a 10. But what I can get are 2 3s and a 4. We can build one. We can build one in the aggregate. So I was on a plane recently, and I didn't have headphones for the in-flight movie, but I saw it had subtitles. So I just threw on those subtitles and sat there in the air for a while, reading Seinfeld. Thinking, oh man, 80% of the comedy came from their silly voices, didn't it? But then, an announcement came on over the PA system, and subtitles cut off, and on the screen it just said, "Announcement in progress." What is a deaf person supposed to do during a plane announcement? Just look around at other people's faces for their reactions to the announcement? Everyone's looking bored and annoyed. It's a great sign. That's what we like to see. Oh no, we got a screamer. Someone's screaming. Oh no, just so yawn. Just so yawn. I was on a train recently. I've been on a lot of vehicles recently. And I saw some Amish people getting on. And now I don't know about you, but anytime I see Amish people doing anything anywhere, I always kind of look around at everyone else like, yo, is it fucking cool that they're doing this? Is this inbounds? I don't know the rules, but this runs on electricity. Are they going to melt? Is St. Peter going to give them a hard time about this one at the pearly gates? It's like, I didn't realize Jesus rode into Jerusalem on an Amtrak. It's the hell lever.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much time do I have left?
1 minute.
1 minute? All right, I gotta go time for this one. All right, so I was watching that show Wife Swap recently. A show where the wives from 2 totally different families switch places. It's a fun show. It's a good premise. I want them to do that show, but with retail store employees. I want to see the Hot Topic employees and the Popeyes employees switch. And that's where we end that joke. That ball is in your court for the rest of that one. That concludes our broadcast day. All right, thank you very much.
Holy shit. What a weird motherfucker. I can tell you're a weird ass motherfucker because the different pockets of the crowd were laughing at different. Reading Seinfeld sent me for some reason.
It was the Bartman jacket combo for me. I knew this motherfucker was weird before he even started talking.
Little class, little set.
Yeah.
You want to see something crazy? That's the time we're going off, but also, I want to bring this up.
time to
carry a Game Boy.
Wow. Don't make everybody so wet at the same time.
What was that alarm to remind you? Go easy on yourself?
My own timer for the, I don't know what.
You set it your own. So wait.
Yeah, you
came on.
timer.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go over.
But he set his own button. It makes noise at the end. So you.
Yeah, I thought I had silent on, but I was.
No, you know how every good comedy set ends with the.
I guess it beats hamburger.
That's too inside
two
baseball
comics,
for
that's
they don't know that.
Hamburger is
Don't worry
a
about it.
ancient comic who says hamburger instead of cursing, and he's kind of a multimillionaire. I fucking loved it. I'm gonna give that an A, dude. That was great. Very unique.
Yeah. Yeah, I like you got your own voice. You're doing your own thing. You could tell you're a guy who you're probably alone a lot. And I like that about a comedian.
I didn't want that to be that obvious.
Brother, it is. I don't know what to tell you. I do not know how to break it to you. No one looks at you and go, that guy's got a fucking crew, you know? So, I mean, you have a Game Boy in your pocket, man. What is that?
Hey,
That doesn't scream friends.
Hey, there's a link cable you can get for it. What is that?
You are not helping your case here.
Wait, to link to who?
Yeah.
I'll figure that out later. Save the option.
Yeah, you will have a meet cute one day. You'll go, can we link our Game Boys? And they'll go, please get away from me. No, but very funny, very unique. It's fun to see a comic who has kind of a unique point of view. Your jokes are standing away from a lot of everybody else's. It's not the Epstein stuff. It's not whatever. Like you have your own vibe, which I like. I'm gonna give him an 8.5.
Let's go.
Let's get this guy to the top.
Hell yeah. I thought you were great. You're very consistent. You had a good rhythm. Guy before you, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, dude. I'm bad with names. I think he was slightly better, so I'm going to do a 9.5.
9.5.
I thought that was one of the top things.
Oh, he made it. All right, folks. Now comes the time of the evening where your top 3 comedians are going to come up back to back in no particular order and do 1 minute of stand-up comedy, and then you, the audience, are going to choose your champion. Are you ready? Woo! All right, coming up in 1 minute of comedy, make some noise for Steph Brown.
Yeah.
Steph Brown.
Hi again. No, I told you guys I work in corporate, and over the holiday we did a gift exchange, but we couldn't call it Secret Santa. We had to call it Secret Snow Person. Secret, non-denominational, non-gender conforming snow structure. We are losing elections, okay? What are we talking about? Okay, cool. Thanks so much. That's my time. I'm Steph Brown.
Sniper in and out. All right, folks, your next finalist coming to the stage. Make some noise for Jad Slay.
Oh, what's up? I looked at my phone before this time. Get the fuck yeah. One of my friends, he was dating a non-binary person for a couple of years, and then they broke up. And dude, their breakup was awful. And he was talking shit about his ex, but he was still like trying to do it in a progressive way somehow. Because he was like ranting to me, and he was like, you know what, man? I don't care if this sounds rude, but honestly, I'm sorry, I can't believe I misgendered my ex like that. They are a fat bitch with a stinky pussy. And I had to be like, oh, good save. You're a great guy, dude. I'm glad. You almost said something horrible, but I'd still be friends with you, man. All right, thank you, guys.
Yeah. And your final finalist, we just met this kid. Make some noise for Jack S. Let's go.
So, I'm not autistic. Never been tested, but 26, I'm just going to roll with not being it. I have been autistically profiled a few times, though. I went to a casino, just wanted to play some blackjack. I could tell the pit boss was eyeing me the whole time. Yeah, we got a potential Rain Man over here. Hit on 19. Never mind. Not that kind of autistic. Not good at math. He must be the kind of autistic that likes to make radio noises.
All right, guys, now comes the time when you, the audience, decide the winner. By audience applause, we're going to practice. It's how loud you guys get decides the winner. If you think, we're going to practice, all right? If you think Connor should win, make some motherfucking noise! Yeah, half the crowd is really against you. All right, guys, we're going to go. We're gonna go down the line. Only make noise for the comic you think should win. Otherwise, you're gonna be here all night, and my back is gonna hurt. All right. If you think Ziad should win, make some motherfucking noise. Yeah, the Z heads in the back. All right. If you think Steph should win, make some motherfucking noise.
I think she's won so far.
She's won. All right. If you think Jack should win, make some motherfucking noise. Ramadan Kareem to Jack, everybody.
Yeah.
Guys, make some noise for your judges, Jake Silberman, Connor Meade. I am Jad, your producer is Susie C. Somebody turn off the stream if you're near the laptop. Nobody works here. This has been Comedy Lotto. We do this every week. Thank you guys so much. Woo!
You too.
Yeah.